Cheers. Good morning. It is currently 6 a.m. and it's time for my weekly reading vlog. I'm starting this. Everyone say hi to Millie, the center of attention. I'm starting this a little bit later in the week. It's Thursday today currently, just because Labor Day threw me off. I also work every weekend, so I worked Friday of last week through Monday of this week, so it was just to kind of catch up on Tuesday, Wednesday. So today we're gonna start our weekly reading vlog. We're gonna start out our weekly reading by working on some of our library books. I'll put a screen recording of this if I can figure it out. I'm still new to the knitting game on the screen, but I have quite a few library books that I need to get done this month. Like too many, like I took out too many holds. Do you ever put too many holds out and all of a sudden like all of your holds are available at the same time? Well, that's what happened to me this month. So the one that's the most pressing is going to be Ember and the Ashes, which is a fantasy dystopian type series. I have the first and second on my holds. The first I need to read immediately, and I actually started reading already. Let me see the percentage I'm in. All right, I'm currently on page 148 of 432 on the ebook, and that's 32% of the way. So my plan is to read as much as I can of that today, and then my next hold that's due is going to be One Italian Summer by Rebecca Surley, which I'll put on the screen for you. So I need to be reading that too, because that's due in like 5 days. And then I have a bunch that I took out yesterday, or that came due yesterday, so, or came available. So I'll work on those as I can throughout the week as well. But the plan is to finish probably 3 books, and then this morning I'm gonna go ahead and go for a hot girl walk with my doggos, one at a time. Yes, one at a time, because I can't handle all 3 of you at once. And I'm gonna read my audiobook, which is Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. So that's the one that I also got through the library. If you don't use Libby already, Libby is an amazing tool to rent books from your local library. You need a library card, or you can set up a library card with your local library through the app, and it allows you to borrow ebooks and audiobooks. So that's what I do. I don't go to the physical library. I just read my audiobooks and library books on my Kindle Paperwhite, which I love with all my heart. So yeah, that is the plan. So let's go ahead and start off our reading journey this week with a hot girl walk.
Yeah, baby. Is this your first real walk by yourself? Let's go. Good girl. Still a little nervous to be without her sisters, but she's doing good. Millie just tried to touch the cactus. Come on, let's go.
All right, I just got back with the doggos, so we're thoroughly exercised now. And I read a chapter, or listened to a chapter of the Four Winds audiobook by Kristen Hanna. So yeah, only one chapter. I read it at normal speed. I should have done like 1.5 speed because it's kind of boring so far, but I'm gonna still give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance. Right, guys? Look at them. So cute, so cute.
Hello, it's many hours later. I went ahead and did some work and listened to my audiobook while I did that, and then on my lunch break, which is now, I also vacuumed the house and listened to the audiobook some more. That's the beauty of audiobooks. Now me and the pupperdoodles are relaxing for the rest of our lunch break. I'm gonna try and get some more of Ember and the Ashes done, which is due tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, it is a few hours later. I've been trying to read after work a little bit. I'm currently on 53% of the book, so about 2 hours and 43 minutes left. I have to finish tonight. This is why this vlog is called Manic, reading through my library TBR, because this is literally due tomorrow afternoon. So this is my only chance to read it, unless I want to buy it, which I don't think I want to yet. I might by the time I like get invested in this series, but so far it's good. Once again, I'm reading Ember and the Ashes on my Kindle, and it's reading like a mix between fantasy and dystopian. So it's dystopian in the sense that there's like this evil empire that is controlling the world and everyone's oppressed, and it's reading fantasy from the aspect of there's these ghouls and different like unearthly supernatural things going on. So it's a little bit of both. It's interesting for sure. But yeah, there's like slight hints at a potential romance to come, but nothing like concrete yet. But I live for romance, especially in fantasy novels. I'm hoping there is something at some point. So yeah. All right, so it's many hours later, and I finished An Ember and Ashes, like the first book, and it was good. It was a really solid ending, like left you in a cliffhanger. So for that reason, I have to read the second, which I have in my library. So we're gonna Manic read the second over the next couple days, because I still need to read One Italian Summer in 5 days. Okay, it is many days later. I don't know what happened, but I just stopped recording, and that's how you know a good book is good, because I was just immersed in the Ember and the Ashes series. So I'm done with book 2. So that was the second library book that I finished. Now I need to finish the third book and One Italian Summer by the end of the week. And then I also need to finish my audiobook by the end of the week. So I have a lot of cleaning to do. Melee Mood says hi. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the audiobook from my library, which is Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. And we will go ahead and do some cleaning and listen to the audiobook. Wow, I have coffee all over my teeth. Don't look at that. All right, it is morning. I am drinking my coffee. I started One Italian Summer. I'm about halfway through. I have about 2 hours left. So my plan is to finish that at some point today, and then also work on my audiobook some more. So that is where we're at for this morning. All right, so I just finished One Italian Summer by Rebecca Surley, and it was not what I expected at all. I was pleasantly surprised by the end. I was worried a little bit throughout, but the end was very good. So I would have given it like a 3.5, 4 stars. So yeah, I marked it as 4 stars on Goodreads, but I would say it's a true 3.5. But yeah, that is the third read of this week of reading. Now I am on to read The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. So that will be probably my last book of this week of reading. There's no such thing as reading in peace in this household. There's no such thing as reading in peace with the dogs. Okay, so last clip you saw, I started The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I'm liking it so far. I'm very early on into it, but I just got a notification from Libby, also say hello to my cat, that my hold is ready for the 4th Ember and the Ashes book. So now I have those 2 books to read, as well as The Night Circus. I think I'm gonna DNF my audiobook, which is Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. I just don't love it. I just don't think I'm a historical fiction type person. So I'm not feeling it. It's basically about this family during the Dust Bowl and like the Great Depression. And I don't know, I'm more of a fantasy girly.
So I think I'm gonna DNF it and return that one to the library. So
All right, it's officially the end of my week of reading, and I ended up getting through An Ember in the Ashes, book 1 and 2, and then also One Italian Summer, and then I started reading The Night Circus. I'm currently at 26% of the way through the book. I also got 17% through Four Winds by Kristen Hanna audiobook, and I DNF'd it. Not because it isn't great writing, not because it isn't a good book, it's just not my choice of genre. I love fantasy, I love romance, and didn't really have either one of those things, which is fine. I'm glad I branched out and I tried it. It was also audiobook. If it was actual like book, I think I would have liked it more, but I really struggle with audiobooks. It has to really hold my attention for me to finish it. So yeah, that was a week of me manic reading through my library TBR. I still have to finish The Night Circus in 8 days and the 2 other Ember in the Ashes books that came available. So wish me luck with that, but I hope that you enjoyed this week of reading. My thoughts, I love The Night Circus. I'm definitely gonna finish this. This is right up my alley as far as books goes, especially for the fall and the fall vibes that are happening. I loved An Ember in the Ashes as a series. The first book took me a little bit to get into just because gotta love cats, man. Gotta love cats. Took me a minute to get through just because it was really heavy. But now I'm really loving the series and all of the romance and like subplots that are happening. And yeah, those were my thoughts on the books that I finished. But yeah, if you like these sort of reading vlogs, definitely let me know. And please subscribe to my channel. See ya. Bye-bye.